Hello, this is a message for someone who's dealing with a romantic scenario. I don't get a lot of those messages, but this is one of those. And if this message is for you, you're dealing, it's like a person that you're contemplating whether you want to get entangled with, okay? Romantically entangled with. And what's happening is that you like them a lot and you may have feelings for them, but they have a lot of red flag behavior, a lot of bizarre behavior that makes you overthink and be confused and want to try and like figure them out, and it's very sort of destabilizing and not nice for your nervous system. And so for these reasons you're inclined to not take things any further with them, right? And yet they keep coming back, or what I'm getting is like a pursuer energy. Okay, so this person is pursuing you and you are trying to be nice, but I'm getting you're not really focused on love right now. So if this message is for you, you're not really like looking for a relationship or anything. Like you might have a lot going on in your life, or maybe you really like being celibate or whatever you're doing. I'm getting celibate, but like if you like really feel good about that and you don't feel like mixing up with just anybody or anyone at all. Okay, like it would have to be something really extraordinary is what I'm getting. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I hate sneezing. It's like a whole body experience for me. I don't like it at all. Anyway, what was I? Oh yeah, the message. Excuse me. Okay, yeah. So you keep trying to give this person a chance because they're charming and there's many qualities about them that you like, and you thought you had feelings for them. But again, there's just such an abundance of red flag behavior and like confusion and mind games, things that, cannot be overlooked just because someone is charming or nice or they give you butterflies, right? And that on top of the fact that you're not looking for anything and you feel so, self-contained and self-satisfied, and you're like kind of like getting someone that's like turned off of relationships even. So this is kind of like, uh, like the fact that you like them is almost more disturbing to you because you're like, ugh, why am I even entertaining this kind of thing, okay? And here's what's coming through. It's a very clear message that I've been getting for a few days, is that this person actually is currently, if this message is for you and you're resonating with everything, you will know this person is currently incapable of what you would call love. Okay? So if this message is for you, that's what the red flags have been about. Okay? So that's not, because it's a very specific message, so it's not going to apply to everyone, obviously. Like, none of my messages do. But in this specific case, you're dealing with a person who's somehow heart stunted. They have a problem. They have a problem in their heart chakra. There's like a blockage, okay? It's like an old blockage that's been established there for a while. Like it's a wall now, okay? Imagine someone took a blockage and turned it into a monument, okay? That's what this person has done. They have put their love blockage on a pedestal of their identity and shape their identity around it like a plaza. I don't know why I'm getting that image analogy, whatever, but hopefully it makes sense to someone. But what a kind of funny thing to say, right? But that's what I'm getting. So this person has built an entire personality around the pride of how they dealt with this heartbreak, I guess, that happened to them, this wound, okay? And that's sort of like their entire, it's like a motto. There's something like an identity, like a core identity thing to them, that the reality is that if you look at it objectively, it's an incapability to love, per se. Like, they feel love. They may feel like they may be in love with you, is what I'm getting. But to this person, being in love with someone is something that feels so threatening and awful that they turn it into obsession and fixation and like an urge to control and manipulate and test and probe and like do all these things to, and like it's because they're so afraid of love. They're so afraid of love that they are right now not capable of being like a truly loving person. Because to them, when they love somebody, they start treating them badly is what I'm getting. But they don't notice they're treating them badly, because really what they're doing is they're testing them and like checking for inconsistencies and testing the shit out of them and doing the kind of thing that makes most people feel repelled from someone, to be honest. But they think to them that's courtship, because that's how love has been misunderstood by them through all these wounds that they never healed, and they turn into to sort of trophies instead. Like it's like this person is a adapter, this person is a survivor, but it has done a number on their heart chakra for sure, and it has made them very emotionally handicapped in terms of having intimacy with another person, and the most important part, receiving love. This person wants love a lot, but they are incapable of receiving it without getting hostile towards the person that gives it to them, because they can't control how or when or how much of this love you're going to give to them, like how permanent the thing is. They can't control that, but they need this love so bad that when they receive it, they start feeling all this out of control, horrible feelings of like, it's like, imagine you have this horrible wound in your heart, and like my chest is hurting from it, like just talking about this horrible wound in your heart, and then someone comes along and they drop some medicine, like a few drops, and it feels amazing and healing, but you're gonna need like fucking liters of this medicine because your wound is bad, right? And you just got a few drops, and now you're like, when's this motherfucker coming back with more? Who is this person? Are they gonna be mean about it? Are they gonna treat me horrible because they have this medicine that I need? Are they gonna now use me so I can get my medicine? Are they now gonna like it becomes this horrible tale in their mind, like a war tale, right? Because this is like a war wound in their heart, and that's why I'm getting all this fucking, like, it sounds like Soviet images of like, yeah, building like monuments to great wounds, and building plazas around it, like entire cultural identities around it, right? But like on a personal level of someone's personal love history. So this is how they've coped. And now, unfortunately, when they fall in love with someone and that person reciprocates just a little bit, then they start having all this dark, twisted feelings about the object of their affection. And so then all this wounding comes in, and the way it shows up for the other person is just like this mix of charm and love and affection, and then extremely red flags of really hostile, weird, hurtful behavior, manipulative behavior, mind games, all kinds of things that just make you want to like run away from this person and like never hear from them again. But they're not doing it on purpose. It's just they're wounding. Now, it doesn't mean you can deal with that though. Even if you understand what's going on, and what you need to understand too is you can't heal this person. You could drop all your medicine in them and they would not be able to accept it. They would fight you. You understand? This person is hurting so bad that if you try to heal them and by giving them all your love, they would turn against you. Okay? So they are right now not capable of love until they heal. And, there's no guarantees on anyone's healing. That's something that's a personal journey. And not everyone takes that journey on in this lifetime. So that's something to keep in mind. So hopefully this was a helpful message for someone.